You are back with the briefing on Monocle Radio. Since November 2023, Hong Kong's Inland Revenue Department has launched tax audits against at least 6 independent media outlets, including Hong Kong Free Press, demanding over 1.7 million Hong Kong dollars, often without very much in the way of evidence. The Hong Kong Journalists Association says indeed that these audits lack sufficient evidence, while authorities maintain that they follow established procedures and that industry background does not influence selections. Well, I'm joined with more on this by Tom Grundy, the editor-in-chief and co-founder of Hong Kong Free Press. Tom, can you tell us exactly what has happened with Hong Kong Free Press lately?
Well, pretty much the entire independent news sector is under scrutiny. Top editors, sometimes their spouses, their parents, freelance reporters, 20 people in all are also seeing these inspections that span 6 or 7 years. We have not been immune to this. It often involves backdated demands, as you've said, and the union, has said that these are quite arbitrary amounts, and there's even sometimes errors in referencing non-existent business numbers and things like that. I mean, all of us as companies are pretty small fish, and the cost of doing this likely exceeds what they could probably get out of everybody. But certainly in our case, we have always paid tax in full and on time, if only because I kind of guess this thing might have happened. And Inland Revenue, as this has all come to light this week, have said that, they follow the normal rules and procedures, and the background of the industry have no bearing on these reviews.
The authorities also claim that those targeted for auditing are selected entirely randomly. Is it fair to say that there is an amount of skepticism over that claim?
That would be fair, yeah. It's a good question. I mean, in 2023 to 24, there were 1,802 tax audits processed by Inland Revenue. Now, in the same year, there were 1.46 million companies in Hong Kong. So I calculate roughly the chances of getting inspected to be 0.12%. If you add to the fact that we were also inspected randomly by the company's registry to check on all of our paperwork, they knocked the door last year, your chances of being inspected by 2 government departments in 18 months are even lower, let alone adding to the statistics the fact that coincidentally, simultaneously, over 6 other outlets are being inspected at the same time. So, I'll let your listeners decide as to whether there may be something else behind that. But of course, Inland Revenue say that this is all normal procedure.
Well, for your outlet in particular, the Hong Kong Free Press, how do you respond to this? What do you do?
Well, like I say, we've always paid in full, so we've been cooperating in full. We are in our 4th year of deficit. I have probably better things to do, but we've enlisted tax lawyers and our accountant and auditors to battle through it. And I think we're almost through it, to be honest. But it is the 4th government department in 18 months that has been on our backs, owing to what I reckon to be false complaints last year. The license for my dog was inspected by the authorities, and we were selling some fundraising hot sauce, and there were also some inspections over the license for the factory. But multiple journalists and press freedom groups have criticized already what's been going on here, and certainly I've become a one-man compliance department in what is meant to be the freest economy in the world, famed for its laissez-faire, freewheeling, economy. But I feel like I'm having to act as if we're a huge conglomerate or something in terms of ensuring, all our insurance, our pensions, our certificates are on the wall and all of this, because one doesn't know what government department might be giving a knock tomorrow.
Just finally then, is the fear must be among Hong Kong media that this just won't stop, that this is a concerted program of official harassment intended to make being an independent media outlet just completely intolerable?
Well, when we talk about places going under a democratic backsliding, I don't know if people perceive that to be everything going into some sort of Soviet grayscale and goose-stepping and all these kinds of things. Actually, it's often more mundane with this kind of bureaucratic and administrative scrutiny. And certainly it takes time, energy, effort, resources, at a small outlet like ours to battle through. I don't know if that's part of the reason or whether they're looking to, surveil or see your funding or things like that. But certainly we've been obfuscating in our paper submissions all of our donor names anyway. But, this comes in the backdrop of journalists jailed, newsrooms raided, and multiple press freedom indices showing Hong Kong tumbling. But for now, for us, we will keep calm and carry on. And we believe it's still better to be in than out.
Tom Grundy at Hong Kong Free Press, thanks for joining us. You're listening to The Briefing on Monocle Radio.